I think in the end to get a clean sheet was important. Yeah, under a bit of pressure obviously at the end. Against a very, very good team, as we know. They've won 5 in a row, so coming in here was going to be tough. But I thought we did enough to win the game. Possession-wise, doesn't always mean everything, but they had a pretty good possession game going. But I felt we were pretty dangerous on the break and could have scored more. But just happy with the 2-0 victory against a good side.
Frank, how important was it for you to see the guys finish out that game, especially after that red card, keep the clean sheet intact?
Yeah, very important, Oren. Yeah, I think that anytime you can sort of have a bit of adversity and come through it, you feel good about yourself. So I haven't spoke to them. I just sort of congratulated them individually, but collectively, against a good side that's pushing and great players on the field for them, we got it done. Made some good saves. Sean made some good saves at the right times. Some great blocks from our defenders, from great tracking from midfield to try and stop their attacks. And to be honest, they give us chances to kind of see the game off a little bit earlier, but we didn't. But very happy for the guys to get through that, and hopefully that will help us moving into the second half or rest of the season.
Frank, you've had games previous this season where you've come into halftime with a lead and you've kind of said, okay, we really need to keep the foot on the gas pedal, and the team hasn't. It seemed like today, after getting the lead, Dallas tried to kind of get control again, but then in the second half, you guys were really pushing the tempo. What was different today than previous games where maybe you guys have gotten a lead and have kind of let off the gas?
Yeah, probably. I'm not going back to the players again, but when David's on the field, it's a little scary for the opposition. So they never really venture too far forward and leave him 1v1 because he's going to score. So they always leave 2 or 3 back. It doesn't always push us right to the limit, if you like, when they attack. So I think just having the personnel on the field to do that, and the belief. David's a very confident guy. I mean, when you speak to me, he knows he's good, and he says it and kind of feels it, which is great. That's what makes him good. Sean's the same, quietly, but he knows he's a good player and he's a good soccer player. In that moment, Sean took the penalty kick and scored it when we needed it. If we'd have missed it, I think we're in trouble. I think they could have maybe got back in it, but we didn't. Got the penalty kick, and then we scored it and saw it through. So I think personnel, belief, feeling that when we have our difference makers on the field, we are a decent side. And I'm not saying we're great, but we're not bad. And I think that's important to know. Yeah, I thought, to be honest, I thought the back four and actually even the 4 midfielders in front of them were excellent. We worked a lot on shape. We've worked a lot on getting the right spots and staying with runners, especially against a team like Dallas, who've got tons of pace, tons of ability, and they're very inventive around the goal. And I thought we did a fantastic job of maybe up to the last 15 minutes when we had a down a man or the last 10 minutes, I should say, down a man when they started to really press. I thought we did a good job, especially first half, for staying with runners and doing a good job. Yeah, I mean the transfer window is closing. We're still looking at some options, but again, it's not easy to sign guys right now. But big thing for us. We're still looking. We're still trying to improve the team, and if we can, we will. So yeah, we'll look at that. But I thought we defended very well tonight as a group, especially the back four, obviously, and goalkeeper.
What did you see of Matt Watson's red card?
Probably a red. I shouldn't. Hopefully he doesn't get an extra game, which I don't think he deserves, but he's going for the ball. Doesn't quite clip the fella, but exposes his bottom of his foot. You can't do that anymore. Like I just said to him, I said, what I liked about you didn't pull out of it and you tried to win the ball. You maybe went in a little hard and a little high, but you were trying to do the right thing. And Matt's an honest kid. He felt really bad, but I said we got through it, and so be it. So he's okay, but I think it was a red card, yeah.
Yeah, Frank, you singled out and commended the back four in the midfield as well. What would you say about the play of Jeff Loreno, especially coming off a semi-long layoff as well?
Yeah, Jeff's trained probably 3 days full. In I don't know how long's he been out, 4 or 5 weeks probably, something like that. Fantastic, a captain's performance. It looks like he hasn't lost a second. He just steps straight in and plays the game. Good players can do that. And Jeff's a fit kid that works hard. He's worked very hard with our fitness coach, and to get him to this level, to be able to go against a team that's really good, and he did very well tonight. I'd say Eric Gehrig was really good next to him as well. I thought that them two really stood their ground, didn't want to get beat, and they did a great job tonight.